Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to do a guided visualization on forgiving yourself. Now, I've done one before on forgiving others, so if you need to do that, by all means, you can find it on my YouTube channel. But forgiving yourself is the thing we don't always think of because if people do us wrong and we get hurt, sometimes we don't think of that part. Or perhaps we do something that we are sorry for and we need to forgive ourselves because we think we're a horrible person. There are so many different times when forgiving ourselves is important and it's a piece of the puzzle we may not think of because we can be our worst critics sometimes. And sometimes people don't blame themselves at all. So, wherever you're at, just know that doing this piece can really shift you from a place of being held back from your good to embracing it. Hello, I'm Carol DeChaine, and my business is called Connect to Joy, and that's what I do. I help people connect to their joy through intuitive transformational life coaching and Marconic energy recalibration, as well as other energy work with energy space clearing for your home or your office and your business. By all means, do click on the subscribe button if you have an interest and want to hear more videos. Click on the bell notification. If you're comfortable now, I'd like to take you on this tour and this guided visualization on how to forgive yourself. So close your eyes and let's take this little trip. And I hope when you come up and out of it that you'll be in a much better place for you. So breathe through this and let's get comfortable. Let's take a breath and allow the worries of the day and anything pressing down upon you to release it for the moment, to let it go, allowing yourself to be aware of something you need to forgive yourself for. Maybe it's big, maybe it's small, it doesn't matter for this exercise. Allow yourself to release just the worries of the day. Any outside interference or thoughts that come to you of things you have to do, let them go and just simply breathe into what you need for you, into peace. Allow those things to come through into your body so that your body can relax for the moment. Because I want you now to think of whatever it is, what you did, what you didn't do, whatever it may be, situation that you think you were part of that you shouldn't have been, or you said the wrong thing, or you acted out in a way that said something horrible or did something horrible, whatever it may be, think of that thing. Where in your body do you feel it? Do you get tight around your throat? Do you feel like crying? Do you feel tension in certain parts of your body? Maybe your heart hurts or your stomach clenches. Where is that feeling? And now that you know where that feeling is in your body, I want you to get your mind engaged. How do you speak to yourself about it? Do you say something like, "You're so stupid, I can't believe you did that"? "Oh my God, this is like the worst thing I've ever done. I'm an idiot. What do you say to yourself? We can be so harsh. Take a moment now and say a few of those things out loud. Say them, or at least say them inside your head. How do you beat yourself up? And feel your body when you say those things. Don't be shy. No one should be there. And if they are, say them inside your head if you don't want to say it out loud. And now, hear what you said. Be aware. I know I've cried when I've done this sort of thing before. It's all okay. And then I want you to step to the right. I want your consciousness to step to the right of your body and turn and look at yourself. See the pain in the body or wherever it is that you're holding on in your body. Look at that person that is you. Look at where the pain is. See it as a big red spot in the body. Hear those words. See those words out in front of the body as though they said these horrible things about themselves, beating themselves up. And now look at that person that is you as either your little child, your younger self, or look at that as somebody that you love incredibly, whether it's your children, your spouse, your dearest friend. Look at that being that is you. See them from a different perspective and look at where they hurt. Love that being. Love the pain. Love that they care so much that they feel like that. Watch the pain in the body start to dissolve as you look at that being that you love so much. Tell them, speak to them as though they are a child that did something or said something and they are not forgiving themselves. Tell them how beautiful they are, how you know they didn't mean to do it or say it, that they were just upset and they can move beyond it. Perhaps you can tell them that they're not to blame, if indeed they're taking blame for what everybody else has done. Look at this being that you love and tell them it's okay. You'll learn from this. You'll grow. You can release that pain. Feel the peace come in. Tell them that you love them. Know that you would never want someone you love to go through what you're doing to yourself. And that you never say these sorts of things to yourself if you loved yourself as much as you are able and as much as your higher self wants you to. And now, I want you to step back into your body and look at a close friend and project what you did or said or didn't do or didn't say onto them. What if they did it? Now you're from an innocent party standpoint, but you love them and you see what they did to someone else. You see how they did what you think you did. Now you look at them and you say, what? You're stupid? How can you do that? You're an idiot? How can you be so awful? Do you say that to your best friend, to the love of your life, to your children? Or do you look at them and say, honey, this isn't your fault? Or perhaps you say, we all go through things like this. Don't beat yourself up. You may have hurt this person, so what can you do? How can you make this better for yourself and for others? You need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for whatever it is. Give yourself the love and the knowingness that you can move beyond it. And know that even if there's blame to be had, you don't need to blame yourself or anyone for what it is. You would tell your best friend this. You would tell your children this, that they need to learn from the experience, to grow, and that they're okay. And it doesn't make them any worse of a human being for what they did or said or didn't do or didn't say. You'd want them to grow from it. You'd want them to love themselves. And you'd want to love them. Do yourself the same courtesy. Be your own best friend. Watch that child in you that's hurt. Allow yourself to forgive yourself Forgive yourself and grow from the situation. Turn that love onto you, and then turn it onto a person you think you've injured so that you can shift and grow and become a better person from it instead of putting it inwardly and closing yourself off and injuring yourself more and perhaps the situation or other person. Remember the next time you do something, be aware of what it is, but then love yourself. Tell yourself it's okay. We can adjust, we can grow from this. But don't close off. Don't turn away. Don't beat yourself up and be mean to yourself. It won't do you any good at all. Unless you can grow, do it quickly. Learn, grow, and be that person you want to be so that you don't do this sort of thing again if it indeed is something that you didn't like and you didn't want to have done. If you didn't do it, you wouldn't learn. You didn't omit to do something, you wouldn't learn. Perhaps what you learned was that this isn't the sort of person I want to be. Then be glad that you learned it, that you saw it, that you have the power to change it. And forgive yourself for whatever you think you did, knowing that you can make those shifts and those changes. And you can give yourself and anyone else involved love over the situation. Think of yourself in terms of love. You deserve it. You wouldn't treat your best friend that way, hopefully, or your children, or the love of your life. So don't treat yourself that way. Be your own best friend. And now I want you to allow anything that might be remaining in your body, if there's any heaviness, to watch that lighten up with love, with joy, with peace, with a lighter color, with more whatever it is that you need to just allow to fill that spot of your being that might still have a bit of heaviness to it. Allow it to heal, because you can heal. You can make that decision for yourself. Allow yourself to forgive yourself so you don't hold your good back from you. You'll be a nicer person, a gentler, more joyful person, if you can only do that for yourself. And now as you come back into the here and now, know that any time that you do something in the past or in the future that you need to forgive yourself for because you feel like that's something that needs to be done, you can do it. You can take that time to realize that you are worthy and full of love, and you can forgive yourself so that you can move forward and learn that lesson and be who you want to be. You can lift the burden and find the joy. Thank you for joining me. Please make sure that you're fully present and you have your eyes opened before you turn off this video so that you can be here and now in a better place, hopefully, than where you started before you started this video. Again, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification to get the Joy Corner once a week, guided visualizations, meditations, and other things that I have as well been speaking about with energy, work, and other issues. If you need help and you want to be able to go through change gracefully and you don't know how to do it, or you just need to be more connected spiritually and you like to speak with someone, I offer 30-minute consultations for free just to discuss where you're at and if you need any kind of assistance and if I can be someone who can be of help to you. The link will be below this video, as well as a link to my website, Connect to Joy, where you'll find out more information about me, about Marconic energy, and all sorts of other things that you may have interest in. Thank you again. Until next time, I'm Carol DeChaine. Bye-bye.